Giddy up, guys. Thanks so much for tuning into Wager Wise Network. I'm Cowboy, back with another First and Goal today. We head down to Tampa, Florida, November 6th, 4:30 p.m. on ESPN. The South Florida Bulls host the UTSA Roadrunners. Currently, the line is at 13.5. Over-under, South Florida favorite, obviously. Over-under at 67.5. Haven't seen market react on this one way or the other. There's a little action coming in on South Florida, just minimal action, not a ton of action, just a little bit. So game's not got the handle that I expected it to at this point, and the hold is relatively flat on this. Odds makers maybe doing their job, setting this at a nice line, but a lot to say about this game. But before we head on out to Tampa and pack our bags, a word from our sponsors.
What is Overtime? Guys, I'm signed up on it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's a crypto sports book with no KYC or limits for players. It's accessible anywhere in the world and offers everything from a traditional bookie would have. Live betting, same game parlays, player props, thousands of lines for over 20 sports, plus way more. Now, the biggest difference here is, guys, and this is where you need to pay attention, you can never get banned, blacklisted, or even refused a payout on Overtime. Why? It's all on the chain. You can bet with cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Bitcoin, stable coins. Signing up takes just a few clicks. Guys, I figured it out. I am by no means a crypto bro, nothing to that level. You can use your email, socials, crypto wallet. You can even fund your account with major exchanges like Coinbase or Robinhood. So how do you do it? You click the link in the description and check this out. You bet $10. If you use that link, they'll send you a free $20 bet. I'm taking all my crypto action here, guys, now. I got all my boys using it. So hit the link, sign up, get your free $20 bet. You got nothing to lose.
Click the link and get in. You guys will enjoy it. So let's start with South Florida. South Florida 6-2, 3-1. The two losses, two top 25 teams. Actually, is Miami still a top 25 team? Yeah, that they are, but they're not really, in my opinion. But you guys catch my drift. Lost to Miami 49-12, and then had Memphis on the ropes. I mean, had them dead to rights, and Memphis storms back and puts up a 17-0 fourth quarter to steal the win from them. And that was the last game they played. So they've probably got a sour taste in their mouth. Other than that, they've handled business pretty handily. I mean, Boise State blowout, Florida, it wasn't a blowout, but you never really felt like Florida was contending in that game. They won 18-16. South Carolina State, Charlotte, North Texas, FAU, blowout city, just complete blowout. Team's good. Golich has got this team playing hard, offensively, defensively, everywhere across the board. They currently got the 29th ranked strength of schedule, so they've got that record is pretty. They're flexing some muscles on it, and they definitely are. PPA margin, 14th in the nation. Offensive success rate, 40th. Defense success rate, 38th. I mean, you go down the list, and it's just the 8th fastest pace of play in football. Net points per drive, 1.26. I mean, it's just a thing of beauty, this team. And I like him. This is a good team. Golich is probably, I don't know if it's going to be his last year there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got plucked and went up a level, played at a G5. I guess it's G4 now, right? Yeah, or Power 4 school. There we go. Power 4 school. Something that jumps out to me is the defensive PPA per rush, negative -0.08 yards. This rushing defense is just absolutely bonkers. I mean, it's absolutely crazy and how good they are. And they're going against a team with UTSA, who's second in the nation in rush explosiveness. So something's got to give. Either this UTA defense is going to put a hush to them, or this UTA offense that is so explosive with both passing and rushing is going to have some success. Flip it over to UTSA. UTSA coming off a rather large win in their own right over over Tulane, 48-26, where they were a set, touchdown dog, took care of business at home pretty convincingly. Prior to that, got blown out by North Texas, beat Rice, blowout, lost to Temple, Colorado State, Incarnate Word, great, and then lost to Texas State and Texas A&M. And they did get blown out at Texas A&M. They technically covered, but they scored a touchdown with 14 seconds left to make that score look a little bit better. So, UTSA, you look at the stat sheet for them, and 77th ranked strength of schedule. Defensively, not good at all. Quarterbacks have a heyday against this team. Turnover margin, they're an opportunistic defense. That is something they do well. They do 47th in the nation in takeaways, but when they've played good teams, haven't necessarily been that clean on the takeaway department. Rushing defense, it's not bad. Rush success rate defensively, 23rd in the nation. Yards per rush, though, 75th. And then rush explosiveness, 123rd. So you can get open on this team. They've got a good pass rush. I'll give them that. But other than that, they're skill players on the defensive side. Getting that secondary, getting those linebackers, and it gets kind of ugly for UTSA pretty quickly. Offensively, we've talked about them offensively before. Go, go, go. One of those teams that, plays at a pretty. I don't want to say they play at a quick pace. They appear to play at a quick pace, but it's because they're so explosive. A very explosive team. Everything's downfield. Nothing east-west. Everything's north-south. Whether it's running or it's passing, either way. Pass rate 57th in the nation. It's a balanced offense. We've talked about this offense in the past. They perceived to be a passing offense. That's where they set the base at, but they actually balance it out quite well with the run and the pass. And like I said, the rushing explosiveness, that's something to be noted. So how's this game break down? Well, they put it at 2 touchdowns. I can only think South Florida's got, playoff in their mind. They still can make the playoffs here. They've only got 2 losses, and they have a very winnable schedule ahead of them. So I think South Florida is definitely going to come out guns blazing. Problem is with South Florida, their quarterback play as a whole. Ryan Brown, phenomenal athlete. I mean, he's Mr. Do-It-All. He's very careless with the football, and you are going against an opportunistic defense in UTSA, a team that's really good at creating turnovers, that jumps routes, that punches at the ball. And, when you can't stop players, you can't tackle them, you got to do something. So that is a cause for concern for me. On the flip side of things, South Florida's defense has been its backbone all year. They make big plays when it matters, and they have not been shy about that. They also really good on third downs. 15th, the third down attempts per game. They force teams into third downs so much. I mean, it's crazy. They're 5th in the nation in forcing team in third down. So you don't see a lot of first and second down conversions for teams, and that's where UTSA makes its hay. So 13.5 points, it might seem like a lot, and it's probably going to be it seems like a fishy line to me, because I would have expected this to get up to 14.5 if there would have been some respected action on it, which it hasn't yet. But I would rather lay the points here than take the points here. One thing I've noted about UTSA, you take a look at quality opponents, this team does not perform well. Texas A&M blowing out, North Texas blowing out. The only team that they performed well that I would consider a quality opponent is Tulane, and we're kind of we'll see. We'll find out more about Tulane this upcoming week, but we had talked about them, how they're kind of like teetering right there. They haven't really had an excellent performance, so far this season outside of the first two weeks. So, and Tulane on the road was trash. We mentioned that as well. So UTSA on the road, not necessarily the strongest of performances. So I'll go ahead and lay the 13.5. 6 minutes, 41 seconds of the book. Give me South Florida minus 13.5. Curious to see how the market reacts to this. I do think South Florida's defense will put a kibosh on that rush explosiveness for UTSA. I think there'll be a fair amount of points too. And I think it'll probably be pretty tight to the number. So I'm not betting it personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and I'll catch you guys at the window.